This one going out to the youths and them. Listen up. There we go. I remember how we was before. As a young boy growing up, having some fun around the block. Now this generation gets so vile. I myself, I wonder why is that the trend of our life. Grandma say you sit behind closed door, but that is not true anymore. Society flush you out for sure. Kids today losing their ambition. They want to dress like Gaga and tell them that's not the solution. No man. But the massive there. Speak to the kids and keep your mind at school and help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put a hand on if you can. Come, let's build this little island. You don't know. Respect all the teachers. Show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you. Don't put yourself in trouble. Head should be on your shoulder, not right down in the gutter. If you have a problem, speak to someone you just might solve them. Yes, ma'am. This is the message going out to the youth and them live from the WCK band, man. Keep this spirit alive, man. You don't know, speak to someone. Jealousy is always on your mind. Time to put this thing aside. Come, let we elevate our lives. People want you like you are. They will tell them what your best to. Man, just try to your best to make things work. Yo dis tout bouche passer pour manger, pas me laisser mon parler, avancer pour avancer. Pas si c'est la caca chile, bel pays voté pour nous, on nous voit aller plus loin. Yes, ma. Take this message. Don't know. Keep your mind in school to help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put a hand on if you can. Come, let's build this little island. Here we go. Love sister and brother.
Dominica, good afternoon.
We just come together.
And of course, welcome to another edition of the youngest and the hottest hour on radio. You vibes right here on DBS. Let me tell you, it's about that time that you get your pen, get your pencil, and get your notepad, you know. Because you know here on DBS, we educate, we entertain, and we inform you. So you ready for what is to come? Are you ready for what is to come, Dominica? I just looking over there in Studio 1 and I seen a few, not Studio 1 but Studio 2. I seen a few faces, you know, and they looking full of joy. So something amazing is going to happen here today. And if you did not know, if you don't remember, my name is Mr. Glenn Louis, aka the Little Bird. Yeah, Little Bird, tell me something again, Dominica. So get your notepads ready.
Before, as a young boy growing up, having some fun around the block. Now this generation gets so vile. I myself, I wonder why is that the trend of our life. Grandma say you sit behind closed door, but that is not true anymore. Society flush you out for sure.
And of course, you know that You Vibes is a youth radio program brought to you by the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports and Community Development. And of course, coordinated by the Youth Development Division. Let me say a blessed good afternoon to all members of staff of the Ministry of Youth and Culture and Youth. Good afternoon to all members of staff of YDD. And of course, you know, before we get started here on Youth Vibes, we always call on our brother to intercede for us, to ask the Most High to bless our proceedings. So we're going to take this one from our brother Kenty, blessed, not cursed. Dominic, keep it locked right here on the youngest and the hottest, but the shortest hour on radio. You Vibes right here on DBS.
Times when I kneel time on my knees to pray. And I must speak the truth, sometimes I don't know what to say. See, it's not that the life that I'm living is unholy, cause I'm trying my best to do the things that you told me. See, I don't know what happens most of the time, why I can't put in words the things that's on my mind. But I know in my heart, I know in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercedes for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with grown names that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me, intercedes for me, intercedes for me. I remember that time chilling on my bed, lying down on my back, hands under my head. Somehow I got the feeling that I really need to pray, but I just could not formulate the words for me to say. I remember the tears and the smell of feeling as I kept staring up to the ceiling. And I knew in my heart, I knew in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercedes for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with grown names that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit.
Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Dominica, you're locked into the youngest and the hottest hour on radio, Youth Vibes, right here on DBS. Now it's about time for us to get into the nitty-gritty. And you know me, I always have a story. So yesterday, I was sitting on the porch as usual. And a little bird, yes, but a different little bird, you know. This time it was a hummingbird. You know the hummingbird? The hummingbird came to me and the hummingbird said something green. Something green. So I started thinking, what is green? What could be green? What is so amazing about green that you come in and talk to me? And the hummingbird just tell me, wait and see what Saturday brings. So it gives me pleasure to welcome to the studio. And let us say good afternoon, and good afternoon to you, sir. And how do you do?
I'm doing quite fine,
Wonderful. Let Dominica know who we have in the studio for us this afternoon.
My name is Keontae Martin of the St. Mary's 4-H Club International.
So you see what the little bird was telling me about the little green? It's something 4-H. And how are you doing this afternoon, sir?
You know, I'm feeling quite well, feeling quite productive this afternoon. I thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Once you're feeling productive, you're going to make use of that productivity. So tell me a little bit about you before we get into the color green for now.
Well, I am the president of the 4-H Club at my school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 16 years old and I live in Scottsdale, Dominica.
And you live in Scottsdale, Dominica. Let me ask you a question. What inspired you to become a part of the 4-H Club?
Well, honestly, during primary school, I was a part of the 4-H Club for a short while.
Mm-hmm.
And, we just worked on small projects, like small agricultural projects. And I took a small hiatus. But when I reached to high school, it gave me we had the chance to work on bigger projects and a larger social playground, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a driving factor of me joining the 4-H Club.
Okay, so you joined in primary school.
Mm-hmm.
Then you take a little break.
Yeah.
You take a break. You take a vacation from 4-H.
I also think so.
And then you come back in secondary school.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us take a trip down memory lane. You know.
Cool.
In the beginning, 4-H primary school. Tell me what some of the things that you were involved there before we get into what is going on now.
Well, usually it was more theory based, but the physical work, we were planting a couple of crops, more mainly tomato and pumpkins and stuff like that. And we were more just being taught, the gardening processes, how to properly garden and plant crops.
Okay. Now the reason I asked that is because for you to build something, leave something and go back in it, it had to have some kind of an impression on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Wonderful. So tell me about 4-H now. Oh, Dominica, I don't know if you heard, Mr. President we have in the building. See, I tell you, we have royalty in the building. So, as for now and going forward, I shall address you as Mr. President. So, Mr. President, tell me about 4H now.
Well, for each now, as I previously said, we work on larger projects. We have on larger scale of agriculture, and also recycling has also become a big part of our projects, and we also take big pride in our health as well, health and obviously enjoyment too.
I mean, of course.
Check.
So, tell me thus far, what has been your favorite part of 4H or your favorite project that you have undertaken?
Well, of it, there are a number of things I could say, but my favorite project that I worked on in my tenure was the cleaner mile we did in Ansdeme Beach. It was a joint project with the rest of the 4H clubs, but that was a significant project that stood out to me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now let me ask you a question. We're gonna alternate. We going 4H and we going you. We going 4H. We going you.
Yeah.
So, Mr. President, in all of your royalty and your glory, sir, would you say that 4H has influenced you as a leader of your club, or even before you became a leader of your club, as a leader in general?
Absolutely, before I said, it gave me a bigger social playground to work with. And honestly, as a person that I have a stutter, but I feel like 4H really helped me in my public speaking. So now I think I can come here on DBS to speak, and I can speak in front of larger crowds. And also, 4H really put me in a position of leadership. So it gave me the opportunity to test my leadership in a school setting and on a larger scale.
Dominica, you heard that? Dominica, you made a note of that? Dominica, he told us that he have a stutter, him. Over, you seeing him, and they seeing you, we live,
Yeah.
So if you didn't realize, open your eyes, because You Vibes is live, on Facebook, YouTube, and right now we're live on television too, So you can flip the script, flip the channel, and find us. So, 4H, tell me, okay, so Mr. President, for your club, what is next? What are some of the future plans you guys have? What are some of the things that you're cooking up, if you're cooking anything as yet?
Well, we don't tend to speak on future plans per se, but honestly, from my perspective, the way I see the club is going, it's going in a very positive direction and a very upholding direction. But you can always just stay tuned and see what the 4H club has in store for Dominica.
So, in the time that you have shared, the time that you have served as president of your club, let us take out president. In the time that you have been a part of 4H, tell me, is there any accomplishment that the club has attained that you hold dear to you, that you take pride in? Anytime you think of 4H, is something that comes to mind?
Well, during my time at the club, we've accomplished a great number of things, but there was a very significant accomplishment that we achieved, because as I previously stated, we take a big pride in recycling as well, and there has been a segment that we had with the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation, where we take our plastic bottles or any plastic items and recycle them. We take them in large portions and we transport them to them, and they recycle it and use it to make big projects. And as a part of that, they rewarded us with a very generous reward. So that was that was a very, very outstanding
accomplishment. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I like to tell my 4Hers as a youth officer that 4H is big business,
For sure.
So, from your experience, and you're still serving, Mr. President, the individuals who wondering, is 4H something that I should get involved in?
And honestly, anybody that asks me to join the 4H club, I would say to go for it, really, to go for it. Because, if you're a person that's shy, or if you're a person that, you're trying to bring yourself out there, 4-H is the place to do it. It worked for me, and it can work for you.
Definitely. Definitely.
Cause I was a person that, I was a very shy person, believe it or not.
I don't believe you, no?
Very shy
I
person.
sure Dominica don't believe you neither.
Yeah, man. I was a very shy person, but 4-H just brought that out to me, and look where it got me.
Right here. Amazing, wonderful things. So let me tell you, see, you vibes is the hottest hour on radio,
Yeah, for sure.
But it's the shortest hour on radio. So you see, at this point in time, I want you to take some time to give shout outs to all of the individuals, who have assisted you. All of the individuals that was a part of the journey, the 4-H journey, your personal journey, and getting to where you are today. Just share some love to them.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, I for sure, for one, I must give a big shout out to our local leader, Sir Francis. Sir, a very pivotal individual in my journey for 4-H, and also a shout out to my vice president, Calio Joseph, on a supportive figure in my journey to presidency, and he helped me a great bit too. And honestly, a general thank you to my executive board for being brave enough to take up the role of taking over the 4-H club and building it to what it is right about now. So big shout out to them as well, and to the whole club in general, all the clubites down to first form, even down to primary school. 4-H really, it wouldn't be what it is without the clubites really. So you have to give a big shout out to them too.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Mr. President, it has indeed been a pleasure having you on this short segment of You Vibes. And I know, just by what the little bird told me, that you might be back just now.
For sure.
So at this point in time, let me say thank you for coming on. Thank you for being a part of our program today, and wish you an amazing remainder of your day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Wonderful. So Dominica, you see what is going on? Huh? Dominica, you see what's going on? We have royalty in the building, and there was definitely something for you to make a note of, so I hope you made a note of it, Dominica. I hope you made a note. Huh? But in the meantime and in between time, while we get ready for the next individuals that are coming on, we're going to take this one. This one is entitled Live a Little. Dominica, you're locked on to the youngest and the hottest hour on radio. You Vibes, right here on DBS.
For a way to get through. All I wanna do, all I wanna do, yeah. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and go on enjoy life. Cause every more can make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and go on enjoy life. Cause every more can make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. It's the pleasures and pressures of life we look into, so try your best to make time for joy when the sorrows and pain of life sets on you. We both know that there is no choice, cause every lesson is a blessing, no stressing or guessing. Life is for the living, we know. We just live it to the fullest and let the good times flow. Cause all I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and go on enjoy life. Cause every more could make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and go on enjoy life. Cause every more could make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. Hey. I've been feeling a little frustrated, feeling so lost. So many days that I have been working so hard. From week I've been anticipating just to take my day off. Because life, it can be amazing if it just pass here, man. Say, live a little, breathe a little, and go on enjoy life. Cause every more can make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little,
Yes, sir, I got your message. Let me say a blessed good afternoon to Mr. Clem Louis up there in Treasel. I will indeed do that, sir.
Some make it hard when it can be a breeze. We seek peace and to live at ease. Free as can be like the birds and the bees in the trees. Struggle we face is real. Happiness is scarce and it's easy to steal. There is beauty in despair. Comfort in the fear because we know that Jah is always there.
One. You're now in tune to Wow FM Radio.
This is Wow FM Radio.
That's Weed Over Water FM Radio, where we take it higher to when a drunkard can fly ya. With just a flick of the wrist, you know we.
Well, this is not Wow FM, not Dominica. This is You Vibes right here on DBS Radio.
Request, you know it's the Diani Liver Liquor. You're the one, yo.
Live a little, breathe a little and go and enjoy life. Cause every more to make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little and go and enjoy life. Cause every more to make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, cause no matter what you trickle, only live a little. All I wanna do is live a little. All I wanna do is live a little. All I wanna enjoy life. Live all I wanna live all I wanna live all I wanna enjoy life.
Indeed, Dominica, live a little and enjoy life. Dominica, you're locked into the youngest and the hottest hour on radio. So, the story goes, after the hummingbird came and he talked to me, another bird came and he tell me, Mr. Louis, you know you need to check your health and check yourself because health is wealth. And then, you know, something hit me that this month is a very special month and sometimes a month that a certain gender overlooks. So to help reinforce what the little bird was telling me, I have a group of royal individuals across there in Studio 2 whom I will let introduce themselves so we can tell Dominica and we can pinpoint to a certain gender the importance of a special month that we're in right now. Let me say a blessed good afternoon to you guys over there in Studio 2, and how do you do?
Good afternoon. We are doing well. We was there last week Saturday. We are good to be back here again. It's like we're living in DBS Radio.
I suspect just now DBS will write all your bill.
Yeah, man, yeah.
But let us begin by introducing ourselves. Although we was here last Saturday, but you know, you might have somebody watching or listening that didn't listen last Saturday. So go and introduce yourself. Let Dominic know who we have in the building.
Good afternoon to all. My name is Dylan Regis. I am the president of Boys to Men organization, also the first vice president of the National Youth Council of Dominica.
Wow. So, okay, hold on. Pause. Dominica, we going back to the original script because you have royalty in the building again. So good afternoon to you, sir, and how do you do?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm
Wonderful,
doing
wonderful. And to your left, we have...
Shervin, good afternoon to the listening public of DBS Radio. I am Shervin Dominic. I'm from the community of Maho. I serve as the youth president in the St. Anne's Parish and also a PRO for the Boys and Men organization, and I serve as the communication lead of the National Youth Council of Dominica.
Also, I am from Mondaniel.
Dominica. let me talk to Dominica just now. Dominica. Hear that? So we started this morning, right?
Yes.
With a young man. A president, you know, royalty.
Yeah, royalty.
Okay. And we continuing with two young men. More royalty.
Exactly.
What an amazing fitting to have to talk about what is happening this month.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to tell Dominic what happened. The little bit talk to me, you know. But you see, we have individuals from the group from boys to men.
Correct.
And this is the gender, and this is the age range that we want to reach: boys, little boys, primary school, to men, grown men. Because this month is what, sir? Can you share with Dominica what this month is?
Well, this month is known as Men Mental Health Month, which is in June, and we are really advocating for our men to take care of their mental health in a proper manner.
Sometimes individuals run radio programs and they run it like podcasts. So that's what I want to do today. So I'm going to look for some sound effects, But in the meantime, tell Dominica a little bit about the Boys to Men group. This is something that I believe Dominica needs to know about. Talk to us about that one there.
Well, Boys to Men started after the passing of a student. I think from the St. Mary's Academy, So that was last year. And a group of us, Shervin, Dominic, as you've seen him today, he put a group of us in a group chat, and he said, let's make a change, let's make something happen, make something different. And that is how we started. And we did a men's mental health symposium. Our first one was in June or July of last year. And then we did another one recently in May, right? May. A couple 2 weeks ago, to be exact. We did one 2 weeks ago, and we are a men's mental health advocacy group. We want to spread the awareness of men's mental health, the importance of it. We want to spread how men can combat mental health in Dominica.
I'm looking for my camera just now. I want to make sure Dominica locked in with me.
Yeah.
So, wow, amazing. I found my sound effects, I have them here.
Okay, right.
So, let me get back on track.
Yes.
So tell me, let me go to my questions. This group, this organization, how long has it been in existence?
Let me see. June. Okay. Okay. When is June?
2025.
We in June.
Oh,
right
we're
now.
in June, Mama.
So
Okay. Well.
2025.
Yeah. About 1 year.
About a year.
1 year. 1 year.
Wow. What does mental health mean to you? And I want you to answer individually. And I asking, it's not on the script, but I asking that question because we have royalty in the building. Right. So I just want to hear from you guys as young men. What does mental health mean to you?
Well, to me, mental health it's I'd probably say you have to know. I think one of the most important things about mental health is knowing yourself individually and having a good self-awareness so that anything that happens to you in life, you can always track back to your goals or what is important to you or why exactly you do the things that you do. So having that mindset, it definitely helps for me. And the spiritual aspect, I am a Christian, so anytime something happens to me, I have the privilege. It is a privilege and the heritage that I can say God is doing something. If it's something bad, I say, God, help me to understand what you want me to learn. If it's something good, I can say, thank you, God. But it's good to have that foundation because I know things don't just happen. You understand? Things don't just happen for happening's sake. There's a reason behind it. And it's even easier to say it's God, the Lord Jesus Christ, who is leading your actions and leading your life.
Caller, I saw you calling. My apologies. I just wanted him to make his point, but please feel free to call back. Wonderful. And yes, sir.
Okay. So what does mental health mean to me? Basically, is having a peace of mind and functioning and maintaining a healthy balance emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. It's like being able to handle life challenges. In life, we all face challenges, but it's how do we cope with it? Managing stress, building a positive relationship, and also continue to move forward during difficult time. Good mental health doesn't always mean that life is perfect, but it means like having a strength and a good support system and resilience to face whatever comes your way.
Wonderful.
So you never give up on life. You're always good to have that positive mindset.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
But pause there. Let us take this caller. Caller, good afternoon. You're live on You Vibes.
Yes, your Boys to Men is a band is a
Is that what?
yes, a band in the USA. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, but unlike Boys to Men, this is not the end of the road. You know?
Yeah.
This is the start. You understand? So thank you for that. Yeah.
But we bring in the vibes of Boys to Men with a different path.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So tell me about your involvement in the group. How has that shaped you as young men? You know? Especially when it comes to that area in particular. And I will tell you why before you answer that question. As I mentioned, you know, sometimes as men, you know, we are so focused on getting up and going, that we sometimes overlook the simple things that we have to do for ourselves. You know, spending time with ourselves, analyzing ourselves to find out, is what I doing right now what I really want to be doing, or am I taking the right steps or the necessary steps to get to where I am? So seeing that there is a group such as the Boys to Men, tell me, how has that influenced you guys thus far in, you know, your perception or your thinking about mental health towards men?
Well, yes. Being a part of Boys to Men, you know. Now, one thing I do want to say is, I think we could do better. You know, in that experiencing, going out, and we're probably this month is June. What day is it in June? Is the 6th. So we're probably gonna go out and do a couple street interviews and learn about men's mental health. We will be posting them on our social media platforms, Boys to Men Dominica on Facebook and Instagram. And I think it would be good to go out and really learn and to really challenge, because one thing about us as a group, we have done men's mental health symposiums, we have advocated for men's mental health, but we haven't really seen it firsthand, you know, been able, like, maybe we should go in the hospital, or maybe we should go by the grotto home or something, so that we can really experience it, so that when these questions do come up, you know, we can say, boy, let me tell you, I went to the hospital, I seen a partner going mad inside there, but I said, boy, we need to change, you understand? But I'd probably say, to answer, it has given us the opportunity, it has given me the opportunity, you know, given us the opportunity to make that change and to make the difference. And I'm grateful, and I want to continue it. Well, we're going to continue it, and we're going to take it a step further.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I see we have another call on the line. Caller, good afternoon, and thank you. And you're live on U Vibes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
And good afternoon to your guests. I'm listening. I always listen to your vibes, what's going on, and throughout the years, you're a lot of positive stuff, you know, and I'm grateful for that, you know, that you're reaching out to people. But I think to myself, mental health I think it's a spiritual balance and a physical balance we have to have. And that physical balance and spiritual balance, that has to start early, not late. It's like you are Boys to Men. The one you have to take care of the mental and spiritual health and the growing up of the bodies. So when you do a good job at that stage, you'll have good men. But anytime we don't do a job when they're young, my body, the horse has left the stable. And I'm saying that. I mean, I grew up in a big family. I grew up in a village where people cared about people. People care about children. If children was going wrong, they would sanction them. They would come and tell my mother. They see me and whatever, even though I vex, but I knew it was the right thing. So people had that love and caring of each other, but that love and caring that are followed away by the garbage bin, that love and care, people don't have much of that again. And I want to tell all you as a group, all you have to reach out to the communities, man. Reach out. You need on a Sunday, Saturday. You see all that spiritual thing, people going in church and preaching. Man, talk to the pastor and tell the pastor, let all you come in that church on Sunday morning and grace the people in the church. Because many people, they don't go nowhere else than the church they're going to hide in. That's where they're going now. So if you go there, you'll reach them. They'll hear you. They'll have open ears. They can't make noise in the church here. They'll listen to you. So I'm trying to tell you that my brother is a good thing all you're doing. But I try to tell you, reach the people in the primary school, the preschool, and recruit other people that can help all you. And people that know about mental health and things. Do you know that something we miss that that nutrition has a lot to do with mental health. I remember as a little boy that there was a man, and every so often, 2 months, the man can break a whole village because he get mentally ill. And they brought him all over the place in Dominica. And that thing was still happening. I was a young person, I tell you, but you don't think he's not feeding properly. My brother, lo and behold, when they brought that man to Guadeloupe, it was a sign of malnutrition. The man wasn't eating well. As soon as the man had to drink soup and carrot, the man get well. He never get mentally ill again. Wow. That was the problem. Wow. The man wasn't eating well since he's small. So that created a mental thing in the man that was occurring because of lack of diet.
Yeah.
So my brother, I tell you, we have to be our brother's keeper, man.
Yes,
and
indeed.
we lack in that.
Indeed.
Because my brother, you have to nip something in the butt. As you see it, my brother, don't say you don't care. You see a guy behaving strange and go on top. Don't say let somebody else do it. I remember. I'll give you something that happened to me. There was a young boy.
Yes, but do
that
make it
boy
fast.
would come at my home. I give him food. I do that. Do this. Do that. Do that.
Yes.
The guy came at my home 3 times, but I was in Zion, so I don't meet him. My brother, somebody coming 2 o'clock in the morning, tell me, hey man, hey, that friend of yours. The guy, the guy hangs himself on a mango tree.
Oh my.
But if he had met me,
yes, you would have been there to speak with him.
If I was there, and my brother, every time that thing flashing, man, if I had met him, that guy would have never hung himself because he listens to me. And let me tell you, the man was an A student, doing well in school, A, and he has it for form already. A student, man.
Wow.
And I said to myself, God, how come you didn't let me be in the house to meet him? But that's what it was.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, when you see signs, my brother, those signs will be bold in red.
Yes.
And we're ignoring it. Stop ignoring when you see signs of people have disease as behavior. They come in late at the home early morning. They're not sleeping. You have to check on that quickly. And not be ashamed to bring them by a physician that can tell you, hey, what to do. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, almost advocate for a halfway house, Put the pressure on. Get the signatures, man. I will sign.
Definitely.
I will sign. And all the time in the crop of papers, I'll go for people to sign it to a halfway house where people have problems and they go in there and they get better and they come back out.
Wonderful. Yeah. Indeed.
We need that in Dominica.
Indeed, we do. We do.
But when Sean tells that, when you don't do that, you know the problem coming on to you?
It will.
It's coming back. Government had to pay money. That one had to pay money because what? This fella's into town. This fella's on drugs. You're not taking care of that. But the problem that comes back to you. If you think it's coming back, it's coming back.
Indeed.
So my brother, I was blessed.
Thank you very much, sir.
And
Thank
I continue
you.
listening to you, my brother.
Indeed. Thank you very much for your contribution, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you know what he said? It's very true that sometimes we see something, we need to say something, we need to reach out. But I'm happy that the initiative is from Boys to Men, especially, because sometimes we ourselves practice self-sabotage.
Yeah.
But back to the nitty-gritty, back to the purpose that we're here for today. Your experience in being a part of this group, has it influenced your leadership roles or your leadership abilities as young men?
Well, to be honest, being part of the Boys to Men organization, I have always had the exposure of leadership from a very young age. Yeah, so I have been able to take up leadership position. Now transitioning into Boys to Men organization, I have also had the ability to pass on that leadership to other men in the group. The reason why we came about choosing a president for the group, so we nominated Dylan to be the president of the Boys to Men organization. Hence he has some bit of exposure in the leadership role, and he's doing a very good job with that. He's very communicative and planning stuff for the organization itself, and also we'll be heading to the St. Mary's Academy, St. Mary's Primary this week to speak to the grade 6 students. Next week to the grade 6 students, who is going to be moving on to the high school journey in September. So we are going to speak to them as young men.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. One of the things I believe is important is, learning from each other.
Yeah.
And I mean, even from the caller we just had, there was something there to be learned. Because sometimes we take little interactions, and sometimes we take it for granted and we say no, nothing, partner, just come and check us here. But sometimes, there are a lot of underlying meanings, there are a lot of underlying reasons why individuals behave a certain way. And sometimes individuals are looking for a space where they can feel safe, where they can, identify and speak about common issues that they're facing, and find a place where the toughness of the world does not affect them. And I am just looking at and thinking of the Boys to Men group, and thinking of, the things that it can do, the things that are possible. And for the individuals out there who probably thinking the same as me and want to know how they can get involved and get, and register to be a part of this organization, how can they do so?
Well, if you would like to be a part, we're really trying to transition into making this group into a club.
Okay.
But if you do want to be a part and you do listen, we have things for Shervin. Shervin is a very active guy. I just got a couple of mics there. So if you want to be a part of something, and we're coming up with ideas as we go along. So if you want to be a part of that, you can message me at 265-9528, or you can message Shervin at 277-3765.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I don't even use none of my earphones them as yet.
Yeah,
but I mean the discussion just went in a different direction, and it is just evident that of how important it is and how important it is to have such topics and such talks, and remind individuals, especially young men and women, but seeing that today's in recognition of men, that it is important to follow up, check on themselves.
Correct.
And as our caller said, eating, dietary nutrition,
yeah,
it has a part to play. You are only as strong as you make yourself, and I believe that you have to invest in yourself in order for you to to be
correct.
Yeah, I was, before I came here, somebody stopped me in the First Love Church. They asked me to do an interview, and I said yes. And one thing I mentioned to them is, having, what did you just say about knowing yourself, knowing yourself.
Yes.
Right, and when you know yourself, you can act confidently, you know what I mean? And like I said before, you have to. I told them I don't limit myself to say that I can't do anything, because to me, I can do anything, especially through Christ who strengthens me.
Definitely.
And that is just what I've experienced as a person. I haven't, anything I put my mind to me, I do it in a way which I'm satisfied, and I try and do it to the best of my ability. So it hasn't let me down so far. So when you see me in a lot of things, that's because I just try and things, which I want to see where I'm gonna fail next.
Yeah. And then that energy, that's what we need. So because seeing is believing, and sometimes someone else's story can influence someone to make the change.
That's correct.
So I believe that even though sometimes as individuals we do not see the impact that we're having, but we're definitely having an impact. And I believe that you have to have something in order to give it. So you have to have love, you have to have the fear of God, you have to possess these things in order to share it with someone else who's in need. Well, we're going to take this caller, or good afternoon, and please do your best to make it short. We are the shortest hour on the radio.
Don't worry, I'll make it very short.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon.
Oh, blessed good afternoon to you, sir. How are you doing, Mr. Darrow?
I'm fine, thank you very much. I just called to congratulate and support the young men who are doing a wonderful job. The president and his team continue to do an awesome job that you are doing. That's my contribution to this. Have wonderful good afternoon.
Wonderful. Thank you very much,
And
sir.
that was our senior advisor,
Yeah.
Sheldon,
yeah.
Sheldon Darrow. They just moved him to Grand Bay, so we want to
Yeah.
be, but we're still in touch. What I wanted to say is, to that, I just want to speak about the caller who called before, you know, and he had a very touching story, man, and you know it reminded me, like it gave me the idea, like what if we did an event. I would like him to also reach out to me, you know, 265-9528, you know, reach out to me. I would love to hear more from you. I would love to talk to you as a person, you know, because them type of stories are valuable. Just quickly, when we had our mental health symposium, there was a speaker named Danny Joseph, and he told such a touching story about he went to jail and everybody doubted him, and then he came out and he got a doctorate, and now he owns a gym, and he started to tear up and he started to cry. And I think when men cry, it's such a heartwarming thing, you know, because you know they've been through something.
Yeah.
I would love to speak to that guy, so you can reach out to me.
Like what Dylan was saying, that sometime in Dominica, I find we like to judge people based on their past, and I find that a bit bitter, because a person is transitioning into a different phase of their life.
Yeah.
You shouldn't bring back that whole past in the future for the person trying to make a better name for themselves, a better life for themselves. So we should promote positivity, because the negativity tend to bring down others, instead we lift them up and to support them into what they are doing. Because sometimes we see people go through life, we don't know what people go through, and that's why I say in Dominica we lack emotionally intelligent, because we judge, but we don't have that mentality to understand people. That's why I say Dominicans need to go and study psychology, because we tend to judge people. And I am a psychology student, so then I really understanding how we as people supposed to approach others, how to deal with different situations, how to remain confidential in certain situations. So I think we need more of that in Dominica. We need other people to study psychology to understand the human mind and humans on a whole.
And you know, you don't need to have a PhD in psychology to be considerate for someone. You know what I mean? I remember when I was going to school, they told me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Don't say anything at all.
Don't
Yeah,
say anything at all. You know, so just be considerate of people and try and give people the benefit of the doubt. You know.
Yeah.
But you see, society is changing, and a lot of things are changing, and I believe that, you know, the onus is on us, for those who are not yet educated, for us to start to share this information. And that's why, you know, it's so fitting to have you guys here, that they would consider to be the now generation, the younger generation, you know, who will influence the even younger generation, the boys that are coming. Because, you know, as the caller said, that we really and truly are called to be a brother's keeper.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
We should be each other's brother's keeper, because you I always say, like, I went to school, right, in high school, and then there used to be students who come to school with no snack, with nothing to eat, and I used to be the bigger person to bring something for them to eat, because they grew up in a household where their parents really couldn't afford to give them snacks to come to school, or sometimes they may not be able to print their project. I'll print it for them willingly, open heart, and I do not see this thing as a boastful thing. I like to help people with an willing heart. I do it out of willingness. I like to help others, and that is how your blessings grows. Within you have to help people. You do not post things and say, "Boy, I helping Dylan, let me post that on social media." No. If you are trying to help somebody, you're supposed to do it out of your heart.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to do it for shows,
Definitely.
for people to see what you are doing.
Definitely.
You just help. Just be willing to just help each other's
Definitely.
grow. Yeah.
But guys, let me tell you something. If you already didn't know, You Vibes is the hottest hour, but it's the shortest hour on the radio.
Now, why is that?
Yeah.
I think we should extend Youth Vibes.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
right.
We probably
Hours
need
or
about
minutes
2 hours.
or 2
huh?
hours.
Yeah.
So it's only 1 hour?
Yeah,
We only have 1 hour.
I think they should
2
do that for
hours.
2 hours.
I mean, because
yeah,
you know, a discussion like this, I mean, we can get so much.
yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that, you know, what you guys have shared and what was brought to light, even with the contribution of the caller, you know, it's a lot of food for thought. And it's a lot. It gives and it puts us, especially those who are listening, those who are watching. And I'm speaking to you, young men.
And also another message to another young man who might not be able to speak to somebody who is going through some challenges in their life. Do not just give up on your life. You have positive people around you. You have groups to be part of to transform your life
And
into
that's
that
exactly
man
what I was
be.
going to share.
Yes,
So to
because
the young men who
there
are
are so
watching,
many
you know?
groups, positive groups. We have the Leo Club of Dominica,
Yeah.
which Dylan and I are part of, and Dylan, I include Dylan into the group when I came to SMA to deliver some tickets, free tickets for the show for the Junior Kaliso Buya Monarch. And then Dylan ran up to me to get that ticket. Well, he answered the question, and then I said, Dylan, after SMA, let's join the Leo's Club of Dominica. And he's really engaging it and enjoying it.
Yeah. So let me urge the listeners, the young men who are listening, and the young women as well. There are individuals, there are groups that you can definitely, become a part of, become a member of. There are circles where you can go, and I know that you will feel safe. I feel in my heart that you will feel safe there, that you will get the support that you need. But let me make a special call to you too. Do something for yourself. And the individuals out there who see something can be done, say something. I watch in the camera, you are talking to Jackson and Joshua and Jacob and in the month of June and Jaylan. I talking to all of you. So a special call, special echo, Mental Health Awareness Month for men, the month of June.
Yes.
The call for men to, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Old people used to say that.
Yeah.
Check
Really?
yourself before you wreck yourself.
That's true.
So at this point in time, I'm going to open up the microphones to you guys to say hi, hello, and thank you to everyone that you deem to say that to, as we continue the Youth Vibe strain.
Well, I would like to firstly thank all the members of Boys to Men. We have me, Dylan Regis, Shervin Dominique, Turji Banis, Shannon John, Fermin Toussaint.
I think so.
Fermin Toussaint and Sheldon Dower. Big ups to you guys for being a part of something bigger than yourselves. And we really want to take it to the next level. Like I said, we want to make it a club, but we're gonna need the support from the public. As the guy was speaking, it kind of gave me an idea. Like, what if we had like an open air? You know how church have like open air services. What if we had like an open air, but we allowed men to share their experiences? So that would be a great idea. If anybody has any sound open air activity, I'd love to coordinate. Also once again to the guy, I'd love for you to reach out if anybody at all needs advice. You need some. Listen, I think that when it comes down to getting advice, I think I'm one of the best people. I think, and I say that humbly. I say that very humbly, but I think I'm one of the best people you can talk to. So you can reach me at 265-9528. And I just want to thank Youth Vibes, thank DBS Radio for having us on today. It's I definitely, every time I come on DBS, it's always a pleasure. And I want to recommend DBS for what they're doing. I don't know about any other radio station doing something like Youth Vibes where they specifically invite youth to come and talk. But I definitely appreciate it.
Okay, as we wrap up our discussion for this afternoon, I'd like to say thanks to the Almighty Father for bestowing me with this gift and to inspire other men of my island, Dominica. And any young man who is listening to my voice, continue to be strong. Don't discourage yourself. Always think positive, and then you can overcome anything that you set your mind to, and you can become anything that you want to be in life. You just have to have that good support system and that good role models within your circle. And also, I could say a special thank you to all those who continue to support our organization, to the people overseas as well who continue to support us as well in Dominica. And thank you so much to my parents, to my family, and to everyone who have been very supportive towards me. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. And my final message, before I have a little quote there, my final message to you, Dominica, is you are worth it. You can be successful. Believe in yourself and try. That's it. That's one thing that I want to encourage you to do. Try.
Bro, you gotta give us a sound effect, doggy.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Try. Are we go?
Never give up. Never give up.
No. What is this? Not satisfied. Go back. Try.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do.
Dominica, I mean, it has been a pleasure having you guys here with us in Youth Vibes. And, of course, sounding the call one more time, for the individuals who heard, the individuals who listened, that celebrating men's, Mental Health Awareness Month. So the call, take care of yourself, fellas.
Thank you, bro. You too, man.
Wonderful. Dominica, what can I say, Dominica? What can I say again? Huh? What can I say to you, Dominica? What can I say to you? Yeah, Youth Development Division. Yeah, we doing wonderful things. We will continue to do wonderful things and bring, individuals like these on the air to share the message. Wow. It was not a mouthful, no, it was a brainful. A lot of things to think about. And before I depart, I want to leave this quote with you. Take care of your mental health. And I will repeat, take care of your mental health, or taking care of your mental health is a sign of strength. Come closer, watch me. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. It's okay to ask for help and to prioritize your well-being. And this quote came from your youth officer for she was on the West, but now she moved. Miss Jade Hill. Dominica, this has been another edition of the youngest and the hottest hour on radio, Youth Vibes. And I was your host, Mr. Louis, a.k.a. The Little Bird. And at this point, I say to you, a blessed good afternoon. Hey, shout out to my people up in the north, up in the northeast. Shout out to the men listening. I do hope you guys have an amazing remainder of your day. Before we leave, we'll take the air horn one more time before we leave. Dominica, signing off.
I've been praying for a break, praying for a way to get through. All I wanna